Okay, so here we have a 96 XJS Jaguar 4.0. That's V6. We changed out the ignition coils, replaced them with new ones. I'm going to go back in real quick and change out the spark plugs. We're going to be using this socket, right? It's going to be 8mm, and we're going to remove these bolts right here, right? Then we're going to unplug, right, which you're going to squeeze down, and then you're going to take a little screwdriver and give it a little nudge if it needs it, but don't be too hard on it, because if these are brittle, they will break, and then you're dealing with a whole new situation, right? So I'm going to take these off one by one and replace the spark plugs. The torque is going to be 18 pounds, and the gap is 0.035 for the gapping of the spark plugs. So for removal of the spark plug, using a 5/8 spark plug socket, you see on the inside how it looks, right? It's a little bit different from your average socket. This is specifically made for a spark plug so that you can get that in and out of there without crossing the threads and ruining the connection, all right? Which will cause other problems, of course. So I got an extension on here. I'm going to stick it down in here, right? And give it a little twist. There we go. Remove that spark plug. Just make sure got it out. I always like to give a few extra twists. That's just me. And this is a magnetic, right, socket, so I don't have to worry about dropping it, although I'm going to be careful. Now actually, this plug doesn't really look bad at all. Doesn't look bad at all. I can see it has a little metal shaving on a little debris. And give it a quick smell. Okay, so there is a little bit of oil on here, just a tiny bit, and I do smell gas. You know, those of you who are more experienced, you can look at that and tell, you know, how that's burning, you know, how that looks, right? So I'm going to replace them. But before I do that, I'm going to check the gap on this. So I'm going to show you how that's done. So here's our spark plug gapping tool. For this particular vehicle, we're going to gap to 0.35. All right? That's going to be this hash mark, that big hash mark, right? So you have 0.30, right? Then the next big hash mark is going to be 3.5. So let me show you what we're going to do. All right, we're going to just slide the spark plugs, that gap right there, we're going to slide that right on the edge, right, and just gently take it around to 0.035. And this is a little bit short of that. This is